Hi there, this is for Brelee. I just read a series of threads on Band Together, and I was reading one from Brelee, who's really struggling right now, and it just it really hit me in a certain way, because I think, like most said, we all really go through the same thing. I know that I've been there in that place that you've been. I'm probably not as far along as you in the lap band journey, but I do know that there have been times since I've had my fill that I've thought, you know, it should be different than this. It feels like nothing has changed. It feels like I don't have any restriction. It feels like I don't have a band. It feels like I had the surgery for nothing, right? It feels like you know, like a whole bunch of negative things. And I find when I'm sitting there thinking about this, and especially if I've thought about it more than once and it's a recurring thought, that I've got a serious problem, and you know, I should do something about this, or what, you know, whatever. But I just want to encourage you not to give up. Of course, everybody's telling you not to give up, but you know, you're trying to make huge changes in your body, your weight, and your body doesn't want to go there. Your body wants to continue with status quo. You know, you know, your mind is working against you at this point. And if you listen to all the successful people like Banded Wendy, and you know, all the different people that have been successful in weight loss, even if it's not been, you know, lap band or whatever, they've all gone through this part that you're going through now, and it's a crucial point. This is where all of us have in the past. We've gone to this point that you're at now, and we've gone backwards because we thought that this thing that we're doing, it's not going to work. We tried and did the most, you know, outrageous thing we could think of, or the most drastic measures that we could to achieve what we wanted, and it still didn't work. And so we go back. And you know, that's what they say about insanity, is doing the same thing over and over again. It's not going to produce any different results. That is insanity. If you just go right back to where you were again, thinking that you're going to find some other way to get to your goal, then it's not going to work. I mean, remember, you had a weight loss surgery. If this doesn't work, you know, what was all that for? It will work. It's a tool that will work. You just have to get over this hump that you're at now. You have to get over this mental obstacle course that we are all going to have to get through. And you're doing all the right things. You're going to your surgeon. You need to be very frank with your surgeon. You need to tell him specifically what you're telling us, that, you know, that this is very concerning to you. Even if he doesn't think that there's any pain or whatever, when he sees how concerned you are and how demotivated you are because of your lack of results, then he will investigate things more thoroughly. I'm sure of it. I mean, you need to tell him that this is very important. If you work with lap band patients every day, you know that patients have to be proactive and vocal with their surgeons, you know, to be able to get what they want, get the results. And those surgeons want you to be happy with your band. Coming back here to Band Together to listen to all the support and encouragement is important. But remember, you know, your 10 basic rules. Even at times when I feel like my lap band is not working, I go back to those 10 rules and I follow those rules. And I pretend like it's working, okay? When I don't feel it, I pretend like I feel it, and I know that might sound hypocritical, or might sound like I'm being in denial or whatever, but when I begin to follow the rules, I begin to feel the restriction again. So, and I even don't have that much restriction. Today I'm going in for my first fill, and I don't feel like I have that much restriction. But it is a huge mental game. You're sitting on the bench right now in the middle of the game, trying to figure out if you're going to play or not. Don't stop playing the game. Get right back into the game. We're all playing the game with you. There's not a one of us that doesn't feel the same way from time to time, or even after a recurring period of time. But this is the point. This is the crucial point in your story. You have to get past this point. Don't let anything stop you from getting past this point. Don't start thinking negatively. Don't start speaking negatively, which is even worse. It makes it almost a reality when you say it in your mouth. You might as well count it over. So don't start saying it. You need to say the right things. Think the right things, say the right things, and then you'll do the right things. If you have to, make yourself follow the 10 basic rules for just at least a short period of time to try to get yourself back on track, and until this thing with your physician can be worked out and you start to begin feeling this restriction. I mean, it's got to happen. You know, it's going to happen. I believe it's going to happen. There are too many stories, too much evidence to suggest otherwise, and you can't go back. You've come too far. All right, Brelee. I'm praying for you and hoping that you get past this hump.